Is July 4th? Were those fireworks or another mass shooting? Happy birthday, America.
I listen to the black guy who
Jordan is
tips.
always on the coast.
I listen to the black guy who tips because Ron and Karen are on.
Right. Jordan is always on the coast.
Oh man, what is cracking other than these assault rifles at the fireworks? Apparently, we had another mass shooting today in Chicago at a parade. Kid that looked like Postal Malone, fucking wannabe white rapper, shot up the parade. They killed like 6 people so far. And they caught him. I just saw they arrested him, but I mean, this sound like another one of these 18-year-olds, white, apparently, in this case.
But Joe Biden don't do nothing though, and he got them to kind of compromise and be like, hey, we need to at least put an age limit on this shit. Give us something.
Yeah, but I mean, what about all the guns that's already out there? Still all kinds of loopholes. It's, I mean, even when they passed that legislation, I was like, it's going to take a while for that even to have an effect, because we have let the market get flooded with guns. We're not taking the guns. We're not going back and getting the guns. So this is America. This is literally what we have to deal with. But yeah, they did arrest him, which is good. Get him off the streets, taken alive, of course, as a certain type always seems to be, unless they inflict themselves, is pretty much always gonna be taken.
They don't take themselves out.
But yeah, it's just sad shit, to start the damn day. But other than that, how's your 4th going?
Oh, fine. I did what I normally do. Enjoyed my day being off with pay.
Yeah. When the fuck is inflation gonna hit the bullets? Like in a way that it's hitting the gas, because like the gas is like, I'm sure inflation has hit bullets, right? I'm not dumb. There's no way that the bullets don't cost more than they used to,
right?
But when are they gonna be like $75 a bullet?
Make
whatever.
You think
like
twice about piling up on them.
Like gas has went up so fast, and people starting to think twice about taking trips. It's hey, you want to hang out? I don't know. Can we walk? And now we got the motherfucking, can I take the bus down your house? Or, but the bullets, and then someone told me, and I was like, well, you know what? They stockpiled the bullets ever since Obama, which is true. Because like Obama became president, they ran out of bullets because people went and bought all the bullets. But then I was like, that was
a long time ago.
12 years ago now.
They done replaced some bullets.
That was 14 years ago. 14 years ago they did that. How they not out of bullets yet? Because like when you stockpiled the toilet paper at the beginning of the pandemic, you had about 4 weeks, maybe, if you was pinching it off. You know what I'm saying? If you was using it liberally, not that liberally, you was using stingy. I mean, you was gonna have to go buy some toilet tissue eventually. They have, and with all these mass shootings, they got to be running out of bullets. I mean, they expending so many bullets every day. How many more do they have left? My goodness,
a lot apparently.
Oh, this is getting out of control. All right, let's talk about stuff. Okay, I don't think I have any coronavirus news. It's only been a day. What could have possibly happened? The real coronavirus news will be popping off in about 2 weeks, probably.
Yes, sir.
5 days. We'll be seeing what it do with us having this weekend of unfiltered, because
I think
contained to spread.
Yeah, and I think this year is going to be the first year. And well, I might be wrong, but my feeling is that this year is going to be the first year that a lot of people are celebrating the 4th like they hadn't the past 2 years. Like the past 2 years, people have kind of been staying at home, not trying to keeping it small, or either just not celebrating at all. But I think this year, with them let down the max mandates and everybody saying, fuck it, I'm out here in this bitch. Yeah, I think the number's going to be high. People are going to be around family. People are going to be around friends. People are going to be bringing each other faces. They're going to be drinking Coronas. They're going to be out and about.
Yeah, I think you're right. I did kind of want to quickly go over the Supreme Court last week because it was more than just Roe v. Wade that took a hit. There were just some quick little things I wanted to bring up. There was a ruling about the Miranda rights that said, now a lot of people have been sharing online this idea that we no longer have Miranda rights. That is not accurate and not true. What is happening is that you cannot sue a police officer for damages under federal civil rights law for not warning you about your right to remain silent and your Miranda rights. You used to could sue them even if the evidence was even if the evidence is used against you in the trial, which is, you know, if they tell you your Miranda rights, hey, you got the right to remain silent, you say, I want a lawyer, I don't want to speak, blah blah blah, right? Well, if they forget to tell you, quote unquote, or they refuse to tell you, or they try to manipulate you by not telling you, and you end up confessing to some shit that you wouldn't have said if you knew you could stay silent, you used to could go sue them for damages.
Right.
Now you can't. It's still a bad, like a fucked up ruling, but it's not the same as not having the rights, but it's still, you know, of course this court is against it. The court's ruling will cut back on an individual's protections against self-incrimination by barring the potential to obtain damages. It also means that failure to administer the warning will not expose a law enforcement officer to potential damages in a civil suit. It will not impact, however, the exclusion of such evidence at a criminal trial. So they're still not supposed to, I guess, use this evidence, but they're going to use it. The court clarified that while the Miranda warning protects the constitutional rights, the warning itself is not a right that would trigger the ability to bring a lawsuit, a civil lawsuit. So yeah, that happened. The EPA, they ruled 6-3 that the EPA cannot determine policy to regulate environmental like pollution because it should be up to the states. So like coal in West Virginia, a federal government agency shouldn't be able to say, hey, West Virginia, this coal shit is fucking up the whole country, we need to regulate this. The Supreme Court ruled you can't do that.
And the thing that's really, really fucked up about this is that pollution affects all 50 states. Like it's some form of pollution in all the states. But there are some countries, shit, might as well be, but there are some states that don't care. And the citizens are being affected by it. They're going to the hospital, they're getting sick, they're dying, and nobody cares. We have places in this country where they got fire water, nigga. You run your water, you can set that bitch on fire. But the EPA ain't supposed to step in to be like, stop this motherfucking fracking. You're fucking it up for the animals. You're fucking up the food supply. You're fucking it up.
One of the things about this that's interesting in this ruling is that they I forget the exact term that they use. It's like major something, but they use this phrase, basically it's this new quote unquote theory or doctrine that is that whenever Congress decided something, it was not meant to be done this way. And who can know that? Only the Supreme Court can. And typically the conservative members of the Supreme Court, whenever they don't want to do something. So they were able to use this doctrine against when Joe Biden wanted when the Biden administration wanted the vaccine mandates, they struck it down by saying that, even though it had passed Congress and they had got the votes. So I want people to understand explicitly what I'm saying, because this is important. They did the same thing with the rent moratorium, and now they're doing it with the EPA. The point being, they don't pull this out for everything, but this is what happens when you actually have the votes from Congress. They basically say, this is not what Congress intended. They didn't want it to be used this way. And it can even strike down the EP, which is a big goddamn deal. And the reason I think people should pay attention is because some of the solutions that we think are going to get us out of these issues is well, we'll just get the votes, or we could just reach a certain, we could get rid of the filibuster, we could do this, that, and the other. If once these things get challenged and go to the Supreme Court, I'm expecting them to lose.
Yes, they're gonna vote that shit.
Even
down.
with the, like, when people say we should codify Roe, I don't expect this Supreme Court to to say, okay, you know what, y'all did vote explicitly to bring back, you know, to make a federally regulated institution about choice. They will just go, no, that's not what Congress intended, regardless of what's in the bill.
Right, and people need to pay attention to this, particularly in parts of the country that they think they're insulated in. You know what the EPA keeps functioning? The fucking water you drink. You know what the EPA keeps functioning? The pollution in the air. Like, you know, it's like this is the shit that they goddamn regulate.
Well, it's also, it's them saying, the Supreme Court is saying this was not the intent Congress had for the organization. The organization is called the Environmental Protection Agency, and they're going, this is not what they meant by protect the environment. This is honestly very scary ruling that I think a lot of people, rightfully so, we're upset about the gun and the abortion ruling, but this is a scary ass ruling.
Yeah, it is. It is, because a lot of the things that Americans take for granted, the quality of life for everybody, regardless of how much money and shit you make, will be impacted. The quality of water affects everybody, bitch. You know, walking outside and breathing clean air, that affects everybody.
But what else could they do it to is what I keep thinking. There's other regulatory agencies that have been, and I think we're going to see this with like affirmative action. We're going to see them use this, I forget what it's called, major something doctrine. We're going to see them do this with other things that we consider institutions. I think you're going to see this with marriage equality and stuff, where they're just going to be like they'll flip between originalists, meaning the white slave owning men who created this nation didn't believe in this, and so that's why we can't do it. Or they're gonna go to, well, even though you did vote for it recently and you did get the votes and you confirmed this right for people, this isn't how you meant for it to be implemented, and we're deciding to strike it down.
Yep, and that, like you say, if they can do this, what happens when they? Because y'all know, even now, every time, because of the coronavirus, every time you turn around, you have to throw your fucking spinach and shit out in the trash can. What's going to happen when they tell the people that inspect your food, you can't inspect the food like you're supposed to, or we're going to pull back? And all of a sudden, people massively across the country, in certain parts of the country, start getting fucking sick and dying, because that's what used to happen. That's why these organizations came in place, because too many people were goddamn dying, and they was like, we got to regulate this shit so Americans aren't dying.
Yeah, so that should be a pretty major warning. Of course, we talked about the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association versus Buren, which is the one where they said you can't restrict the Second Amendment right of someone to carry a gun in your state or city, which is honestly, to me, so hypocritical compared to their stances on other rights. Like,
because they go back and forth.
Yeah, like here they decide the Fed supersedes the right in the Constitution federally supersedes the municipality's ability to do something. And in, of course, the abortion ruling, it was the opposite. It was the state supersedes the the country. So yeah, it's like I said, they just pick. This one was an argument about I think they call it, what is it, like originalist or something, like some type of, like, this is what they meant when they founded the country, and it's all bullshit because they just pick and choose. And of course they treat these the founding fathers, quote unquote, as if they are these flawless human beings who are like religious figures, as if they didn't own slaves, as if they didn't intend for women to never vote,
right?
Things like that. So yeah, that's the Supreme Court rulings. Let's see what else is happening, because there's a lot of stuff happening out here in these streets. Oh, Ilhan Omar got booed at a Somali musical event in Minneapolis. Now, I thought this was kind of interesting because they don't really know why she got booed 100%. People are speculating that it's because she is pro LGBTQ rights and pro abortion, and maybe the people in the crowd, even though they're people of color, they religiously might not support those things.
Right.
So people were saying maybe that was the issue. I really don't know why she got booed. It does definitely make me think how like being popular online and being popular like in public is just different.
Yes, it is. That shit is not the same.
Yeah. And I also wonder if the clip is doctored or something, because
Possibility.
the clip came from this and this is Newsweek I'm getting this article from, so I'm not getting the article from what I consider to be a bullshit source. I would assume Newsweek vetted it, but can you even know these days?
Not no more. They just be picking shit up and running with it.
But this is the clip, but it's from an account called Leftism for You, which is about exposing the left and all this shit, which sounds to me like, like they're definitely not going right. They're not going to give you an unbiased point of view. But I'll play it because, like I said, it's interesting.
Don't do this, please.
So this is supposed to be this major moment where it's like, yo, this is the representative from our area coming out to speak to the community she comes from, and immediately boos, and you can hear them don't do this, like don't embarrass us. Come on, we brought her out. Why would we bring her on stage for y'all to boo her? Like, come on now. And that is fucked up.
Yeah, and also it's like hopefully we'll find out if this document is video is accurate or not.
Oh yeah.
Somebody go do the investigation.
I mean, right. So the reason I would guess is more because of the dude's reaction, because he that sounds like a man that's hearing boos. Like, come on, don't do this. Like, you don't bring someone on stage and then be like, oh, come on, guys, what are we doing, guys? Come on, please.
Right. And also, and maybe this is just me, and I guess I'm going to quote unquote open my third eye.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times the shit you do online has real life effects, because you put a lot of shit online, and a lot of people are like, bitch, we don't care about you tweeting online, pass laws. You out here yakking online.
Well, maybe, I don't know though. I don't know that these are people sitting around like, because I'm such a leftist and you aren't passing enough laws. They could just be mad at the fact that, like, Christianity not the only religion that got hangups.
Mm-mm.
And and white people ain't the only community that got fucked up stuff going on.
Right.
I could see there could be people within the community that's like, I don't fuck with your shit. Like, I don't fuck with your policies because I am conservative or whatever, even though I'm brown, even though I'm an immigrant. It could be that simple.
And in my opinion, it might be a mixture of both.
Shout out to her husband. He looking confused because she got the new white husband.
This is back there with the glasses.
I always feel bad for the whites, in these situations. When you're in an interracial relationship, you gotta go to some cultural event, and then you gotta put on, like, he got on some type of something that ain't white people shit.
Mm-mm.
Whatever this thing around his neck is, that's not white people shit. That like, he didn't leave the house. Like, he wasn't out shopping and was like, I'm gonna kill him with this. This was like someone threw this on his neck, like, welcome to. It's like when you get off the plane in Hawaii, they give you that thing to go on your neck, like, it's the kente cloth for the
yes
for Congress. Like, it's that type of thing where it's like, no, it wasn't Pelosi's idea. She didn't look in her closet and pull out the kente cloth.
Mm-mm.
Somebody told her, black, y'all need to wear kente cloth out of solidarity. What you gonna say? No. You gonna say yes because you want to be a good white person. But now we got this picture of you forever taking a knee in kente cloth, and niggas gonna be ignorant and photoshopping and sharing it everywhere. And that's how this man look. This man look like he know he got to be a meme.
Yes, add some kente. It's one of those things where he is actually doing his job, just nod and smile, like
Yeah, I
just
mean,
like,
ain't nobody come to
"Hey."
see him. What could he do?
Right.
Get on the mic. Y'all ain't gonna boo my wife. They'll beat his right ass. He just gotta take it.
No, please.
Oh, shout out to the brother trying to make it positive. He try to act like they cheering and shit. He saw him put his hands up like, yeah, right. I'm like, no, they booing. Them my boos, bro. Look at them. He's like, hey, right, hey. It's a good thing, right? Damn, they keeping it going. And so on the one hand too, I wonder if it's also just a reaction to like being brought up as a politician at a event that's not a political event. You are actually a party stopper.
Yeah,
Like if
you
they
are.
were in the jam, they was vibing, and then like like it wouldn't really matter who it was unless people really, really fuck with you. It'd be like, nigga, we was hoping to hear the B side of this track, and here they come bringing out Mitt Romney. Get the party going.
Yeah, that, and also I think another thing might be some of the people probably are mad about their rights being taken away. And you know how a lot of people say everybody's the same now, and a lot of people come out with y'all not doing shit, so fuck her and boo her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's a left leaning crowd. You know, it's a Somali concert. I don't know. Maybe Somali people super left like that. It was supposed to be celebrating Somali Independence Day.
Oh,
So I mean, it seemed like people would be excited about it, but
possibility. And like I said, and I might be, like I said, just putting things out there. But I think a lot of people are upset and they blame politicians.
Well, I think we're both putting things out there. Yeah, maybe you're right. I just feel like that's the kind of response you get from a left leaning group, like a bunch of people that were like, "I'm mad that this thing got that. I'm mad about Roe v. Wade. I'm mad about this." I don't know. Maybe you're right. I have no idea. But I know the main thing is the disconnect. That's what I'm pointing out.
Correct.
Online, and the people I roll with, the circles I'm in, like if you don't like Ilhan Omar or AOC or something, it's mostly because you don't like that they're so critical of Democrats. But this thing where like a crowd full of people booing them in their own like places they represent, or booing her in the place that she represents, that's kind of interesting because that implies that it's not just the idea of being like being popular on Twitter and shit doesn't necessarily translate, and being well received by people on the left that may not even live in your district doesn't necessarily translate to real life. And even the issues you can really be positive and pro nationally, a lot of times you take a hit locally. And so this reason that I'm pulling all this together is because it makes me think about how everyone was like with that defund the police shit, like easily, and I was like, it depends on where you live, because some places you can say that and some places you can't. And being that you would think 75% of people agree about abortion rights, a lot of people agree about LGBTQ issues and stuff like that, and yet she's in her own district getting booed by a fucking stadium or arena, whatever, a venue full of people. And it's like, why the fuck are they so adamantly booing her? Oh, because they don't agree with that shit. It's very, very popular other places. I'm not saying you shouldn't run on these things, but I wouldn't be shocked if she toned it down in her campaign next time, because she want to, like, what's the point of her losing when she's gonna still hold the same beliefs? Like, even though she's gonna govern a certain way, why would she? This will be used as an attack against her, I'm sure, by somebody. and you just kind of hope that you don't get, that you make it through.
Yeah, and think about what you said. With this being an event of her own people, that also means that there are people in here that are not a part of her district too.
Possibly, yeah.
And so,
I would assume not 100% of the people.
Right. And so when you deal,
but those are her constituents, though.
Yeah. Oh, right. And so I was gonna say, when you're dealing with, people kind of from all over the state, probably coming here, possibly, I like everybody's there, not in your district. You do have a population of people who go, I don't vote for, I don't care, I don't like this.
Maybe. You just gotta hope they aren't people that voted for you the first time around that are now like, I don't fuck with you.
Agreed.
Because there's also that thing too where people just assume like this person has a certain identity, so everyone in her community must support her, and it's just like that may be true, but honestly, familiarity breeds contempt, and the more people know, it seems like the more people these days, the more people can't wait to be like, fuck you then.
Of course.
Let's see what else. We already talked about that shooting. Mitt Romney says Trump's return would feed the sickness in a July 4th op-ed that he wrote. As y'all can probably hear the gunshots outside, the fireworks outside.
Yeah, so somebody was saying they can hear him. Yeah,
America, y'all.
America, fuck yeah.
This is us. This is what we do. Anyway, Mitt Romney wrote this op-ed and saying that the nation, we're going through a national malady of denial. Could be cataclysmic. He said Biden is a good man and that Trump's return in 2024 would feed the sickness, which is all good things that he's saying, quote unquote. But the thing for me with Mittens Romney is like, one, he's no longer the face of the GOP. Like he has no power there. He's no influence.
Nope.
But at the end of the day, he's still gonna end up voting with them niggas.
That's what I was gonna say. So I'm like, okay, I don't give a fuck about your op-ed. How are you gonna vote?
Yeah, like Mitt Romney is a guy that can't stomach that Donald Trump is so flagrantly vulgar with the way that he advocates for shit that Mitt Romney believes in.
Right. So what are you talking about? Okay. And
right.
Okay. So what? If
like,
you still gonna vote for him 98.9% of the time?
Like Mitt Romney would never look at his fellow senators and say, guys, I'm crossing the aisle on this filibuster thing. I'm voting to strike the filibuster down. We need to pass some legislation here, and it's not happening. And look, Joe Manchin is clearly never going to vote with his own party. I'm not voting with y'all niggas no more. Y'all have lost the fucking plot. He's not going to do that, so I don't even applaud this. It's not, honestly, if the white girl who fucking testified to January 6 hearings gets more credit than Mitt Romney for writing this shit, because at least she put something on the line.
Right. She don't
even
get
if
that
you
much, but yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even if you think she shouldn't deserve any credit or whatever, a 23-year-old looking around and going, you motherfuckers lied. This is not what y'all said the government was supposed to be. This is not how y'all said Republicans were supposed to act. I want out. I give her more credit than this old ass man writing an op-ed that he'll never fucking put any pen to paper, any votes behind it, in a way that says, I'm not with this party.
Right.
I wish he could be like a Sinema or a Manchin for Republicans. And it's why Republicans are so fucked up, because they don't represent their people at all. And by which I mean, like, representing the people would be like, yeah, I'm gonna vote with my party sometimes, but sometimes in my state it's gonna be different. Sometimes for my interest and the people I represent, I have to vote differently than the national platform that we're being told to do.
Agreed.
All right. Shark tracking map shows more than a dozen predators are lurking along the northern East Coast.
Mm-hmm. You know what I think this is? Global warming. Them bitches is coming in land. And I think the changing of the temperature of the water is actually bringing these creatures inland. I think the food, like their food source, is moving inland, so they following the food source.
Yeah, maybe they broke. They ain't got it.
They ain't got it. They was like, ain't no food out here. We need to swim inland.
Ain't got no seals.
More than ain't got no tilapia.
More than a dozen giant, dangerous sharks are currently swimming around the northeast coast, and they are expected to stay until the fall.
God damn.
Shark taggers report a massive 528-pound female white shark off the coast of Cape Cod, while more than 14 sharks are lurking in the waters around Long Island. Long Island?
Woo! Them niggas are swimming up and down the East Coast.
With an uptick in sightings, officials fear there will also be an increase in attack. One just happened over the weekend.
Yeah, they out there surfing and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you gonna be you gonna fall in the middle of a fucking buffet and don't know how you got there.
There are 14 sharks swimming around Long Island as of Monday afternoon, with the largest being a 125-pound juvenile short-fin mako shark named Princess.
God damn! Not a juvenile mako shark, gang.
I guess they be tracking them or something. Farther up north in Cape Cod, another shark was spotted 150 feet from Race Point Beach by a helicopter flying above. It's also interesting when we name wild animals. Like, do the animal know?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's Princess. Like,
they must put trackers on them and then just follow them. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's how they know. Which means there's got to be other sharks that aren't being tracked that are within those, areas. Scientists warn visitors of Cape Cod to be wary when swimming in the bay, as this region could see a migration of at least 100 sharks this summer.
Oh! Oh, they showing up where the party at. What? Hey. This is how we do it. Hey, shit, y'all gonna see white people going down left and right.
Cause I heard y'all got the snacks.
I mean, yes. And then some of them, once they get that dog meat, they ain't never gonna go back. They was like, this food ain't seasoned. Oh shit, brother, I know where the dog meat at.
Yeah, so people starting to get attacked by sharks now.
Mm-hmm.
America, you gotta love it.
You got to love it.
A bodega worker is facing murder charges for stabbing a man during a potato chip argument.
Oh, damn. I guess that white boy was right.
You're right. He was making some points.
He was making some points, y'all.
I'm just saying.
Where the grocery stores? Where the Kroger's?
They don't do that at Publix.
They don't do that at the Teepublic.
I guess he had a chip on his shoulder.
They don't do that at Wegmans. That's the way the Oreo crumbles.
Yeah, he got arrested for stabbing a man to death over a bag of chips. Jose Alba, 51, is accused of plunging a knife into the chest of 37-year-old Austin Simon inside the Hamilton Heights grocery on Broadway near West 139th. The violent fight stemmed from an argument Alba allegedly had with a woman who was looking to buy a bag of chips, but apparently didn't have enough cash to pay for the snacks. The customer, who had entered the store with a child, then stormed out and summoned Simon, an NYPD spokesman said. The two men got into a verbal spat that turned physical. So dude was like, you can't just have these chips. You don't have enough money. She was like, I'm gonna go get somebody to fight you. That person came in, got stabbed to death.
Oh, damn. And I'm in the back trying to figure out how to order a bodega sandwich. And these niggas are up front fighting over chips.
Yeah. He had the beef, egg, and cheese.
Yeah, he did.
It turned physical when Simon, the guy that she went to go get, came around the counter and attacked the store worker, who then chose to take a knife and plunge into the victim's chest. I mean, sound like self-defense. Chose to take a knife. I mean, I guess it's a choice, but it was the other choice to let this man whoop my ass forever.
Right.
Police got to the bodega after receiving a 911 call of an assault in progress around 11:05 p.m. and found Simon stabbed twice in the chest, once in the neck.
He ain't have far to reach because them bitches are small.
EMS took Simon to the Harlem hospital, where it's pronounced dead. Alba was called in for questioning, later charged with murder and criminal possession of a weapon. Police recovered the knife. Wow, you got charged with murder for that?
Was he not supposed to have it? Like, I don't understand. Did he holler at the cook and then the cook tossed it to him? I don't understand this.
That's wild. I mean, maybe he'll get self-defense. Maybe there's some detail they left out of the article, but that's amazing. I can't. That's crazy. I don't see what he did wrong there.
Mm-mm.
You know. Well, speaking of wrong, exciting news from our friends at ManScaped. They just launched their 4th generation performance package. This ultimate package will give you a shave and it won't be stabbing you. Okay, it includes the Lawnmower 4.0, the 4.0, the leaders in group male grooming in ManScaped, and they've done it again, taking your grooming game to the next level. Okay, they got the 4th generation trimmer, which features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe TM technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 has a 7,000 RPM motor, a new multi-function on-off switch can engage a travel lock, and gives you the ability to turn on the 4,000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave. Oh, and it's waterproof. Come on now, you can't get better than that.
I love this product, y'all. I have been using Rod's product. Probably need to get my own, but I've been using Rod's product and it works great. And that spotlight lets you see everything. So you know which direction you're going up the highway.
That's all I'm saying. Don't go down the wrong way on the highway. So go to ManScaped.com, put in code TBGWT, you get 20% off and free shipping on this whole package. The lawnmower, that's just one part. They got a bunch of other stuff in that package too. Okay, I'm talking about you want the weed whacker to get the hairs, your nose and your ears out of there without cutting and scraping yourself up. They got all kinds of crop reviver ball toner, and just looking there, you'll be so. It even comes in a nice travel bag. Trust me, Manscaped.com, code TBGWT, get 20% off and free shipping. They love that we read these ads on the show. This was supposed to be like a 1 month thing they tried with us originally. We've kept it going until July of this year because y'all have gone and used the code and bought the package, and I appreciate y'all for doing that. But also I know because y'all gonna thank me. Y'all like, wow, this really works. I know because I use it and walk around in my Manscaped underwear that they sent me all the time. It's great. All right, back to the news. Have you seen the watch this Usher memes?
Them
Twitter?
shits has been the best. I didn't even see the tiny desk thing, but I've been loving niggas and this. Watch this. Yes.
Yeah, everybody's been
this has been
them.
The best.
I made one that did pretty good. But yeah, so it's him, and it's just this one isolated part in the tiny desk where he goes, watch this, and then does this thing where he puts his fingers over his eyes and pulls them apart.
Can you play it for people that may not have heard it? It's a short little clip.
Yeah, I'm about to. It's not showing on my screen.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are some of the tweets people had. Principal, please hold the applause until we get through every name. Black parents at graduation.
And this has been that clip over and over, and every fucking one is goddamn hilarious to me. Don't ask me why.
You can't just cut off family that did you wrong. Their blood. You can't just ignore your student loans and hope they go away. Me. This is amazing. It's funny every time. It don't matter how people use it.
It don't matter.
Oh man. I had one that said something like where your siblings say we ain't got no food in the house, but you know your daddy coming with one McChicken and a large hot C. And then watch this.
Oh, them shits has been the best. It don't even matter how it is used. I laugh every single time I see one.
Breaking news. Pastor Creflo Dollar, who once asked congregants to help him buy a $65 million jet, now admits that he misled them about tithing.
Is this? I didn't know if this was true or not. I've been seeing this floating around.
It ain't The Onion, it's blackenterprise.com. For those who are afraid for better days and have worked hard trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, Atlanta-based pastor Creflo Dollar is now coming to his senses, saying he was all wrong about tithing. In the new video, the controversial 30,000 member World Changers Church international preacher sounds like he is turning over a new leaf and urges Congress to throw away every book, tape, and video he sold to them on the topic of tithing in his Sunday sermon called The Great Misunderstanding. He made the daunting...
His real name ain't Dollar, which I thought for a long time that was his name.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't ask me why.
You think Jadakiss real name Jadakiss?
No, I know that's not a real name.
Okay, you think Sean Carter's real name is Jay-Z?
No.
You think Puff Daddy Combs' his real name is Puff
I
Daddy?
did not know. Okay, I'm just telling you.
Karen, why didn't you know his name is Creflo Dollar? You think Larry Sprinkle, the weather guy's real name is Larry Sprinkle?
Yes. Why would you name your last name Sprinkle and become a weatherman? Yes. Yes, Terry Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm is your last name.
And so Creflo Dollar, that makes sense. You gotta be a prosperity preacher.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it goes with the act.
Okay, all right. I guess you think Dr. Dre is a real doctor too. In a new video, so he said it's a great misunderstanding. The Dollar made the daunting confession about his misguided understanding of tithing while citing Romans 6:14 in the Holy Bible to corroborate his claim that Christians now live under grace and not the laws of the Old Testament. The prosperity pastor now says he's been all wrong about his tithing beliefs, which by definition, tithing means giving a portion, 10% of your income is offered to the local church. He explains his newfound stance, saying tithing is Old Testament teaching is no longer pertinent for New Testament believers. In the video at 12:26, he explains that some of the Old Testament school of belief took 10% and applied it as a recommended minimum for Christians in their giving. But Dollar says the manufactured 10% figures are wrong. He quotes Romans 6:14, for sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under the grace. So he's saying 5%? You know what I mean?
He's saying whatever you can give.
What are he like? That's why I'm saying 20%. See, y'all going by them Old Testament rules. I've been getting it wrong. Okay, see, I only got
10% for New Testament, 10% for the Old.
I only got one private jet. You know the Lord didn't intend for me to only have one private jet. Where am I supposed to go when the other jet is filling up? And have you seen these gas prices?
You seen these prices?
Your boy can't afford the gas prices.
You seen the jet fuel prices?
When I got to save people in the Turks and Caicos Islands over here, I need to get on my jet right away.
I need to be able to go.
Now, if you want to get 10%, that's fine. But 30%, it seemed like the right. No. You are under grace, not under laws. He's changing the direction, doing a 180 in his trajectory of thought. Years after he took fire for asking for $300 each from parishioners so he could buy a $65 million Gulfstream G650 jet for doing the ministry abroad. As noted by CNN, the jet came with two Rolls-Royce engines, high-speed internet, and two multi-channel satellites, and allows for a 4.5-hour commute from New York to Los Angeles. So, I mean, listen, the Lord's work ain't cheap.
Apparently not.
Okay. You got
big visions.
Okay. And they not just gonna get saved if they see you rolling up in one of them old Cessnas. They got to see you balling.
You can't come in here no Honda airplane.
They need to see you in the luxury Maybach or airplane so they could be like, you know what? God is real because he's doing it for Creflo. Where's my checkbook?
Don't come in here no Jeep airplane.
So, I guess we'll see. Now, Pastor Michael Clayton Harris of the First Baptist Church of Passtown, he ain't see it for Creflo in his new
Passtown. Ooh, what is that? What's his name? Passtown.
He's a pastor in Passtown. It makes sense, Karen. Now you believe Creflo Dollar was his real name, but Passtown? No, now it's too much. It's too much.
Passtown is too much. Who named that place?
Until
you know Passtown what? You know that Passtown? We just passed the Passtown. That don't make no sense.
Well, I guess we gotta wait 30 years for you that can catch up to you like Creflo Dollar name did.
Apparently so. Just like when you explained to me the internet was the internet. Like what?
Until Creflo Dollar has a Zacchaeus spirit, which involves giving people a refund for all the tapes, videos, books, and other materials they bought from him. I'm not moving on his new revelation on tithing that is still flawed. It's flawed because Jesus Christ used the law in his teachings. For example, in Matthew 4:7 and 10, whenever Jesus said it is written, that was the law being used to combat the temptations of the devil. Hashtag sound doctrine, hashtag study to show thyself approved.
Not hashtags.
Not Pastor Beef.
Come on, Pastor Beef.
I didn't know Michael Clayton Harris is out here starting it up. My favorite thing about Black Enterprise right now is because of I let everything track me. On their website. If I scroll down to the pop-up ad, it's Adam and Eve. One item, free gift, free shipping. I mean, Adam and Eve is in the Bible.
It is.
Well, I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty interesting.
That's very Old Testament of you there, sir.
Something I keep thinking about. A man was arrested after loading a firearm curbside at Logan Airport.
Loading a firearm curbside. Was he curbside with airplanes go? Where was he curbside? In front of the airport?
In front of the airport, yeah. You know, curbside, like pick up.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he pulled up and he had just landed at Boston Logan International Airport for a trip to Maine. He was arrested Thursday afternoon after loading rounds into his pistol curbside. According to the state police, the man identified as Zachary Carden, 22 of Vicksburg, was placed under arrest for taking his gun out of a previously checked luggage bag curbside at Terminal B.
The fuck yes. So he did the right thing and it went through properly and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna take it out. No.
Put the bullets in.
No,
he did it while in view of numerous other travelers. A state police spokesperson said several of the travelers immediately called 911.
Yes, started
he was
panic.
placed under arrest. He was placed under arrest by state troopers for a short time later. He did not have any criminal intention, but chose a poor time to check his firearm, according to police.
He could have got to his fucking destination. No,
He was charged with possession of a firearm without a firearms identification card, possession of ammunition without a firearms identification card, and disturbing the peace. He was licensed in a state with non-reciprocal license to carry laws and was going to drive to Maine. Here's what I keep thinking. One, the Supreme Court just ruled that you can have guns because your Second Amendment rights. And one of the things in the ruling was it specifically said there was no proof that guns cause panic in public.
What?
Yeah, that literally was in there. I read that today. It was like one of the things was we have no proof that, like, the liberals and the left and the people that cite these laws say that guns cause panic, but we have no proof that they actually do. So that's one. Two, what does it say that I wouldn't this is conspiracy. Okay, so let me just, matter of fact, let me pull it up right now because I know I'm about to say something that I can't prove. Okay.
Open your third eye. Open your third eye. Open your third eye. Open your third eye.
Okay, so here's my conspiracy. What if this is something they're doing to get a case to go to the Supreme Court? Because and then this shit'll be legal.
Yes.
You'll be able to get right off the plane, pull your gun out, and walk around with it. Because why the fuck not?
Yeah, this is the type of shit they do to get shit cracking, so somebody can sue, so they can push up to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court be like, you know what? Let's make it like the Wild Wild West. Just strap your gun on your motherfucking back and take it anywhere. No, bitch.
So it's just something that made me think. And then the second one was a replica gun triggers a police response in Portland.
A replica gun.
Mm-hmm.
But guns don't cause panic, though.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but only guns cause panic to the police officers because the police officers claim they panic and then they feared and they be just mowing motherfuckers down. Their panic is valid, but the public's panic is not.
When I just don't get it. Like, where's the disconnect between the Supreme Court and regular people in life? Supreme Court don't even want people able to march down their street at a protest. Sounds like they're scared.
Right.
They're scared of the general public and what the general public gonna do if they get too close to their house. Now, why are they so scared? What is it that the general public has access to that makes them so motherfucking scary. Like it's crazy. So yeah, this is a replica gun, and police are called because the whole country's living with constant fear of these guns.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no amount of theory that's going to change that for people. This is a real problem. Let's see. Last one. Joey Chestnut wins his 15th Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Devours 60 dogs in 10 minutes.
Goddamn.
Mm-hmm. But in the middle of that, he had to choke a protester
while he was eating.
A
champ.
The protester came up to try to promote some type of like animal rights, pro animal rights shit. And Joey, this is crazy to watch. Like, this motherfucker literally did not miss a beat. Like, he was eating a hot dog. He still won the contest. This is in the middle of the contest. He's eating a hot dog, sees the motherfuckers get on stage, chokes them out, and then goes back to eating the hot dog.
Like a champ.
This is America. You see it? I don't know if y'all can see that. It was real quick. But it's like, dude came on stage, bumped Joey Chestnut out the way. Joey Chestnut choked him down, went right back to eating.
Come on.
American tradition.
His sensei say focus at all times.
At all times.
His sensei, he was like, keep your focus. And I bet they probably been doing shit around him. And he's probably on heightened alert because he was like, oh, ain't nobody gonna stop me. So that was light work.
The focus is on them hot dogs. Okay, that's his martial art.
He's like, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna stop this train.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's get into some other news. Let's do some fucking with black people. Fucking with black people music.
I bet you they'll say next time.
Fucking with black people. Fucking with black people. Fucking with black people. Fucking with black people.
I bet you they'll show you next time. Don't roll your ass up there on stage doing a food eating contest.
Yeah, it'll show you next time because it'll happen all the time, y'all. Fucking with black people game. We go all around the globe, find different articles, about people that make us feel fuck with us. Black people, we scoring from 0 to 100 in intervals of 25. Today's contestants, everybody. A Michigan police chief, good grief, why did this article disappear as soon as I clicked on it? Son of a bitch. All right, here we go. A Michigan police chief has apologized after it has emerged that the department used images of black men during target practicing. A photo taken by unidentified, a photo taken by unidentified individual on the tour that Boy Scout troop toured the target practice facility of the police department. So it shows at least 3 hanging targets of black men holding weapons and a group of children gathered around one of the posters.
So not the standard silhouette that you see,
right? Not the black shadow, but actual like black men.
Oh, okay. So it's not your standard. This
because you can't tell the race of those shadows.
Right. There was things. This is just the general area we need for you to shoot.
Yeah.
So they had Bebe and them up on these photos. The fuck is this?
I guess so. What the volume? Oh, there you go. That's the volume. All right, here we go.
Comes in response to claims that his department used only black men as targets at their shooting range.
The disturbing discovery was reportedly made by a Boy Scout troop touring the department's headquarters.
7 Action News reporter Alex Bazarjian joining us live this morning from Farmington Hills PD. And Alex, how is the city responding to this?
Brian, first and foremost, the mayor says those paper targets have been taken out of the shooting range, which is located in the basement of this building. The next step is to conduct a legal review and then look at surrounding departments to see if they're using the same police tactics. 20% of Farmington Hills population is African American, according to Councilman Michael Bridges. To think those residents, taxpayers, like anyone else, are being targeted cuts deep for many.
Silhouettes would have been most appropriate. I don't see a good reason to use those targets at all.
Farmington Hills police officer Kevin Clark says they train using various targets, often colored black, white, and gray. He says this is to work through any implicit bias.
I have never been trained to shoot at any particular.
How does gray help with it?
So he said normally
black, white, and gray. What? There's no gray people.
I guess somebody. These are the I don't see color people. You got some purple ones too and some red ones.
I know who not feeling it at this screenshot. That brother with the hoodie that say black on it with the power fist for the L.
Oh, he is upset.
He definitely not here for whatever excuses Officer Kevin Clark about to make.
He's like, I don't care nothing about what you said.
Race, gender, age, or anything of this nature.
A resident says pictures from a parent who was on the Boy Scout tour shows differently.
What I see here is basically, these are actually black men in hoodies, and they're holding guns, and they're actually images of black men.
These aren't just the standard targets that people are thinking about, like, and they're just different colors. This is a pic. It looks like a picture of a black man.
So it's the full body, not just to the ones you see from the waist up.
It's from the waist up, but I don't know what you're getting at.
Oh no, I was asking, is it like a whole body or is it?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand the significance of whether it's the whole body or just the waist up. It's a picture of a black man, it's not like a circle target or the silhouette target that's just painted black in the middle. It's a black person, the race black.
Oh yeah, yes. And I was just asking.
Yeah, I'm asking you, regardless of what my answer would be, what would, if I said, oh yes, the full body or it's just the torso up, what would it matter to you? Like, is it a different level of racism if they add the legs?
No,
it's still racist.
No, it ain't a different level. They just blow them up a little closer, so catch the identification, so you can, you know better next time.
So you can see if they got on Air Force One.
Apparently so. I mean, I'm
I'm just asking to what. That's all I want to know is what's the significance of the question.
Oh, it's not really any significance. I just wanted to be sure that I got a clear understanding of if it was a full body or just from the torso up.
Okay.
Or like a school photo picture.
It looks like from the torso up.
Okay.
Not black, gray, or white.
Mayor Vicky Barnett says she.
Yeah, and he purposely misled that audience when he said black, gray, or white. Because black as a race and black as a color, he knows people are going to conflate it like, no, it's black dudes, African American dudes, and then the color gray. Like, nigga, it's not the same.
We don't have gray people out here with hoodies and guns.
The department was following routine practices. Chief Jeff King says the troop deserved a better explanation and target demographics need a better review.
I'll take this one on the chin. I apologize to each and every person in this room, this community, my department, my city council, my city manager. I can't overlook this.
Right.
One man who attended the council meeting says the issue is bigger than just Farmington PD.
I'm sure all the other cities in this area and cities who heard this story went downstairs in their basement.
I just want to say, this brother on the right, this brother in the hoodie,
his facial expression has not changed. He came in fed up.
I've seen other people move in the background. I've seen other people take the mic. I think he just came here to do this. I don't even know if he got up to speak.
He's been there all day. He showed up to all these shits.
Right.
And check what their images look like. That's the good thing that comes out of this story.
Okay, Alex, so to be clear, the chief is denying using only black men as targets?
That's right. He's denying that. And the councilman, Ken Massey, is also saying that of the 2,300 targets that they use, 185 are black men. Now, residents are still demanding an independent review outside of the police department, and they want the city to hire a diversity officer. Back to you guys.
Yeah, nigga, you lying. You are lying to the people.
Right. I'm with you.
Here and I'm
all right, Cares, 0 to 100.
Oh, this gets Jakaris because this is some shit that they've been doing for decades, probably. and nobody questioned it, and you can tell it was normal because nobody thought about if a troop comes in here, little kids, nobody's gonna take pictures. Like it's almost like a painting on the wall. You just assume people gonna pass by it and ignore it. And somebody was like, "The fuck is this?" It was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, I'm with you. I give it Dracarys 100.
Yeah, because it's so ingrained that you didn't even think twice to change it or flip it out and make it this black, white, and gray that you claim.
And y'all got a large percentage of your police force that is black, that is learning to shoot at black targets. Like, this is the kind of shit that people, when they say you can't change this, you can't reform this, you can only abolish it. This is what the fuck people are talking about. And it's so close to real life because recently they just had a person get shot in, I believe, in Akron, 60 times hit by police, 90 something times or 120 times shot at by police, running from the police. Now I haven't seen the video. I'm be 100% fair. I don't want to see the video. I don't think I would watch the video. There have been peaceful protests. They've installed a curfew in the city, even after the peaceful protest. And I don't really know, like, the police description is, we saw a flash come from the car. He had a mask on. He was shooting at us, and then he ran when the car got out the car, and then we shot him. And honestly, I don't know what's true or what's not, but I don't at this point, my faith in anything police say is essentially broken. Like, there's nothing they can say that I don't need verified.
Right. Now,
I don't want to watch it. I'm sure some other people will watch it that whose job it is or whatever, and maybe we'll get some other people's idea of it, and we'll see if it was quote unquote justified. But it's hard for me to imagine anything that could justify shooting a person that's running 60 times in the back or whatever. Like, I can't imagine it. So, but then you see the target practice, and it's like, well, yeah, that's what y'all into. You know what I mean? It's that thing I said on the show a long time ago. Every bullet that's sold, it feel like what's really being sold is the ability to shoot a nigga. All right, the next one is Harris Teeter and Kroger. They're facing some backlash.
Not the Teeter. What happened, Mr. Teeter?
Because they pulled some products from the shelves, and people are upset, Karen. Oh, great. This article isn't even gonna play the right thing. So yeah, they pulled these items, Karen. These quote unquote patriotic items, like give me liberty or give me death, and an eagle holding a shotgun. And arms change, rights don't. Second Amendment right, with a white man in a powdered wig holding a assault rifle, which makes no sense.
Yeah, I come in, Mr. Teeter, for the 7-layer dip. I don't give a fuck about these t-shirts.
Well, they've been told you go woke, you go broke, because we don't like it. And so this woman said, I'm disappointed.
They wouldn't buy anyway, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Christy Clark NC, who must be somebody around where we from. She's House District 98 candidate for be a representative. She said, Harris Teeter, Kroger, I'm disappointed these koozies are being sold in the NC store. 110 Americans die every day from gun violence, and most recently, children, educators, healthcare providers, and family members are killed in mass shootings. Please remove them. And Kroger said, thanks for reaching out, Christy. We will tell our leadership about your request that we remove these items from our shelves. We appreciate the feedback. And then came the backlash. Are you serious? This is a stupid response. Not shopping at Kroger anymore for being anti-American.
Okay.
Ban assault koozies, another person responded. 102 people die per day in traffic fatalities. Can you also please make sure no koozies depict cars? Thanks in advance. What a dumbass.
Right.
3,000 people die every year from foodborne illnesses in the U.S. Please remove all the food as well. Gosh, Harris Teeter, this is ridiculous. Another customer wrote, go woke, get broke. I have a feeling they'll be fine.
Mr. Teeter gonna be just fine, and you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna expand the Harris Teeter, tear it down, and rebuild it. They'll be just fine.
I think this is my favorite one. This is so stupid, y'all. I have a family of 6 and spend almost $200 a week in your stores. Every weekend, dozens of people are shot in Chicago. Many are children. I just saw you sell Chicago-style pizza. This seems very insensitive. Please remove them from your stores. Also, the new online ordering is bad.
That's hilarious. It's stupid, but it's hilarious.
Oh my God. I also love the new online ordering is bad.
I was like, y'all revamped it. It sucks.
Yeah, it like that sounds like a real complaint that he actually had.
Right, what you should have just said.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, just remove it. And I'm just ain't fucking with black people because honestly, every time I see those things, I just think of racism. Too much American flag, patriotism, paraphernalia, maybe
Eagles.
Be like guns and you won't tread on me type shit. I'm like, these people racist that wanted this.
No matter what you said, you're goddamn racist.
And I'm glad they did it.
Yes.
Looking in their comments.
6, 7, 8. Are you pressed? Are you mad? Are you upset? Are you sad? Give me a big, let me give you a hug. Cause you act like nobody shows you love. Get out your feelings, ho. You get out your feelings, ho. You stay complaining, you stay crying, you stay whining, ho. What you need? A pat on the back, bitch? Or do you need some candy in the pack, bitch? Cause you always in your goddamn feelings. And that shit be straight up killing me.
Ridiculous.
Right?
0 to 100.
Truth be told, I give this a goddamn 0. Them white folks is mad. Harrison T and them be like, they looked at themselves. They was like, how many of these bitches we sell?
Right.
1, 0. Get it off the shelves. We can make more room for our fucking homemade soups. It's goddamn delicious.
They're gonna be mad either way, and they're gonna keep shopping there.
Yes, they is.
Honestly, if you need a motherfucking beer koozie to solidify the support for your right to bear arms, what the fuck does it say about you? You need, like, I need to be able to go to Harris Teeter and know that they on my side when it comes to these motherfucking guns. Well, isn't that what the gun is for? Because you don't need to have people on your side no more. What's the point of the gun?
What's the point? You know what Harris Teeter gonna do for the next for Thanksgiving and Christmas and all these holidays? They're gonna have all 24 of their lanes open, all stocked with a cashier and a bag boy and all the checkout lines, so your ass can get out of there as quickly as possible.
Next one, Allstate Progressive drop insurance campaign over racist Juneteenth sign. Oh, company over racist Juneteenth sign.
What happened?
Well, it was Juneteenth, and you know people celebrating it, so you're taking the day off. So this one branch of an insurance company, because you know you can be like a insurance, you can be like a franchisee almost of an Allstate. That's not the right word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, they run it. Everybody runs it differently, but you're still connected to the name of Allstate.
So they put a sign on the door: Juneteenth, it's whatever. ... We're closed. Enjoy your fried chicken and collard greens.
Yeah. I agree with them. Now this is the time the Negro should get mad that they're using fried chicken and collard greens.
Yeah, this actually is racist.
Right.
You know, this actually does count. Although I'm sure they would think it's just funny and they're not racist. Sounds like regressive insurance. If you know what I'm saying, guys, come on now. A little humor for you, little what I bring to game theory there, guys. Allstate
is like, no, we the good insurance. We like nationwide is on your side. We know. They was like, you get good coverage with us.
It's more like southern
for no reason.
Allstate, more like southern states. You see what I'm saying, guys? Because of racism, Jim Crow.
We got the first Black president from 24 to represent us. You know, he the one that sent you this holiday. No, you're not gonna do this.
State Farm, more like State Plantation. Yeah, you see what I'm saying, everybody? You see what I'm doing here? This is what I do.
Tip your waitress.
Allstate Progressive are severing ties with Maine Insurance Company after they posted a racist sign Why is racist in quotes? Because it's the New York Post. Okay. Signed on Juneteenth to trigger backlash on social media. The heinous saga was set in motion after Harry E. Reid Insurance Company posted an offensive placard on their door in which they bellyached about shuttering on June 19th. First of all, why you want to work? Imagine hating niggas enough to be like, you know what I want to do? An extra day of work. Oh, God, I miss going into work and dealing with insurance claims today.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, Christopher Columbus. I know people be online, but like, bitch, I'm getting paid to be. I don't give a fuck. I'm getting paid to stay my black ass at home.
Someone took a picture and people on Twitter said, "Hey, is that an Allstate logo on the bottom right?" The incredulous user Fume bet they also do Progressive. Is this the type of hate? And they was adding them, of course. Is this the type of hate you want posted right next to your company logo? Yeah.
And somebody did their research. Somebody got this in the middle of the night. They was like, find out who they are.
They was about to go from good hands to these hands.
Yes, they was. They're about to go from these hands to Twitter hands.
Who want the smoke insurance? Needless to say, the message did not jive with the company's code of conduct, as both agencies have reportedly since killed their partnerships with Harry E. Reid. We are terminating our contract with the independent agent. Our commitment to inclusive diversity and equity is non-negotiable, and we take action when individuals violate our code of conduct.
Somebody thought they was being funny and snarky, and I can't even imagine. Let's say the manager supervisor everybody going home, and you the last person you put this shit up, and then they come in the next day. The fuck is this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's funny is that Geico signed up with them. Not just kidding.
Oh no.
Geico was like, listen, we just took a hit for people fucking in the car. We need the money. Just the rep added the sign is in direct violation of the commitment, doesn't allow our company core values, blah, blah, blah. The person who allegedly posted the sign has reportedly since apologized on Facebook, according to WGME. I am so sorry for any pain I've caused and negative attention I brought to our beautiful community, they wrote.
Yeah, like I said, I guarantee you this was no manager, no supervisor. It was a fucking employee who wowed out and thought this shit was cute and funny.
And to me, this is different than honoring it by including fried chicken, watermelon, and all this stuff in a menu like IKEA did. Like that don't bother me at all last year. But this shit is clearly pure. Like this is purely racist and meant to be pejorative and not inclusive or celebratory in any way. I give it 100. Karen.
Oh, you're saying?
Yeah, I guess 100. That's terrible. It's the niggers for me. That's what they should have heard.
It's the slavery for me.
Yeah, it was the slavery for it was the slavery for me. All right, let's go to we've discussed enough racism. Okay, it's time to do a little of our own. All right, that's what y'all want to hear. So let's play some Guess the Race.
What time is it?
It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race. It's time to guess the race.
Guess the race time. We go around the globe, find different articles, and guess the race of the people involved. Today's contestants. Everybody grab somebody. Woman sent lewd packages after St. Anthony teacher's firing harassment charge alleges. The Minneapolis woman allegedly sent packages through a company that promised anonymity. Earlier this year, while a high school choir director was fighting to get his old job back, his friend mailed 2 lewd packages to the St. Anthony New Brighton superintendent, according to a criminal complaint filed last month. The first package contained a large cardboard penis and was delivered to Superintendent Renee Cornelius's office on February 8th. A second package arriving March 2nd held a bag of cardboard penises and vulgar note telling Cornell to choke on the contents. Cornell became concerned for her safety and the safety of the children and the staff. A month later, while police were working to identify the sender, Cornell suggested a possible suspect, Michael Schaefer, the choir teacher who Cornell had fired in 2020, but was reinstated by an arbitrator. At the time the packages were sent, Schaefer was awaiting the judge's ruling over whether the district could reassign him at his same rate of pay, or he had to return him to the music room. He lost that case on March 15th and remains on special assignment. The company that sent the packages refused to cooperate with the police. Its website promises every order is 100% anonymous. We have never and will never give out any order info. Well, first, Rock, you know you're a shady business. Let's just keep that real.
That's why they like, we're not telling anything.
However,
people bags of dicks.
Right. However, an investigator learned the company uses a third-party shipper, Shopify, which did comply with a search warrant.
Of course, Shopify is. Shopify was like, we got billions of dollars. Here you go.
In late April, Shopify told, plus also like you're a shady business. In April, Shopify told police the customer who had the packages sent was Alicia Ann Little, a 30-year-old Minneapolis woman who was Facebook friends with Schaefer. Little admitted to the police that she sent the packages, saying at first that she saw Cornell on the news and was mad at her for the way she treats her employees, according to the complaint. Sound like she had a soft spot for Schaefer to me. She later acknowledged she was upset about Schaefer's treatment, in particular that she had also sent Schaefer a package from the same company in February. Now, why would you have sent him a package?
She's sending dicks to everybody. Everybody get a dick. I don't get it.
Little began to cry when she said Schaefer was not allowed to teach children in the school. She shared genuine care for Mr. Schaefer. She wanted it known that she did not mean to cause alarm or fear to Cornell by sending her those packages.
What did she think was going to happen?
Police looked into Schaefer's possible involvement in sending the packages and found no direct nexus, meaning he didn't directly tell her. If he did, it wasn't on anything they could track. Hennepin County prosecutors charged Little by summons with one gross misdemeanor count of harassment. She's due in court July 26. Little's lawyer, Phil Valium, said Friday that she denies any misconduct. He confirmed Little and Schaefer are friends. Now, what happened to start all this? Apparently, the school district suspended Schaefer and investigated the allegations that he was he was saying he was being mistreated by high school students.
Okay.
So wait, is that right? No, I'm sorry. I'm saying that backwards. There was a 2020 petition by the high school students saying they were being mistreated by the employees, him being one of them.
Okay.
So they had an arbitrator in August that reduced his punishment because he was fired after that, and the arbitrator reduced it to 7 days unpaid suspension, saying that he had done no intentional harm to students. And Schaefer had a record of angry, aggressive behavior with students, the arbitrator found, but claims of sexual misconduct amounted to hearsay. So he was fired because people thought maybe he did some sexual stuff to a student, but they said that we don't have any proof that actually happened. We do have proof of him being angry and aggressive towards students,
right?
But why should that stop him from being able to teach? Still, Cornell wouldn't let Schaefer teach choir again. Instead, reassigned him to other duties. A judge in March confirmed the district had
Why? Your whole
to do that.
thing is teaching kids to sing. What they gonna sing angrily because they mad at your ass?
He tried to do that fairy side shit that Joe Clark did. William said, that's the lawyer, said Schaefer has been treated poorly by the district. So yeah, that's basically the gist of it. So and I'm seeing they have his picture, but not the picture of this woman. Let me see if I can search her name and pull up the picture of the woman who sent the damn packages. Man, how open was her nose?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you sent the packages on his behalf? Like, that ma'am, are you okay?
I think she did. Mm-hmm.
Like, must have been planning on getting at that dick or something. It don't make no sense.
Well, she already had it, and it was just like, oh, I do it for you.
Yeah, I don't even. Oh, you know what? They don't have her picture. Yeah, you know what, guys? I'm gonna just free space. Got to be a white woman.
Yes, I was about to.
Why the fuck else would they not put
Free
a picture
space.
in the article?
Yeah, we're giving everybody free space. Y'all, everybody got this one right.
Yeah, who doesn't put the picture in you only do that for white people, right?
Right.
A sister, they would have had her. He's not even the criminal in this case. It's her. And her picture ain't even in the damn, and it's nowhere on Google either. That's a white.
Yeah, I give you free space too. I don't blame you.
All right, let's go to another. 2 leaders of a theft ring targeting local Lowe's and Home Depot stores arrested.
Targeting hardware were announced today in connection to a theft ring targeting hardware stores in at least 3 counties. Montgomery County District Attorney Kevin Steele said that 67-year-old Joseph Paella and 49-year-old Penelope McLean both face a number of charges. The pair allegedly used a network of people to steal from Lowe's and Home Depot stores in Montgomery, Lehigh, and Berks counties. Police seized more than 500 stolen tools worth nearly $100,000.
Goddamn.
All right, Karen. Guess the race of Kevin Steele. Of 67-year-old Joseph Paella and 49-year-old Penelope McLean.
Are they the same race?
They are the same race. That is correct.
Joseph Paella and Penelope Steele?
Penelope McLean.
I'm going to go white.
Okay. Let's check the chat room, see what they believe. White. Thieving ass whites. I will. White is mayo. All right. Oh, and the dude was white in the last one. Someone said he was black, but the dudes were white. White. Bob the Builder, white. They like Elvis. They still white. They are hardware store Latinx, white pastor Latinx, white, Hispanic, white. The correct answer is white. And that's them. She does look ashamed for her part of it. She's just like, oh no, why did I do that? I knew better.
Yes, you did. What the fuck were they stealing? Ride lawnmowers?
What's funny is they had like a text message chain going, and they would text like a list of stuff they wanted, and then people would shoplift it for them.
What?
Yeah, Uber steals.
All right. They were using that like the grocery list. You're checking it to tell you what aisle is in.
A Venice man arrested for repeatedly ramming a pickup truck into a home.
Oh shit! What the house do?
That's what I'm saying. What the house do? Venice man was arrested for ramming his pickup.
Somebody ran a pickup truck and that was like, talk shit again, bitch.
A Venice man was arrested for ramming his pickup truck into a home while cursing at the homeowner. Venice police responded to the home and found Anthony Antonaris, 38, sitting in the bed of his pickup truck, blasting the song "Wrecking Ball" by Miley Cyrus.
Miley, like, now what do I got to do with this?
I mean, she did make the song "Wrecking Ball."
I mean, yeah, but I didn't mean it like this.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did. That roll up in that day here. Nothing but a wrecking ball. What the fuck is this?
Right. His truck had heavy damage, as well as both of the home's garage doors and window next to the home's front door was caved in. He told officers his foot slipped, causing him to crash his truck into the house 3 times.
Three times?
And then it caused him to get out the car, he calls him to turn on the radio, play Wrecking Ball,
and just lay in the back of the truck.
Yeah. It caused him to drive, it caused him to get his Spotify out, put Wrecking Ball on repeat, connect to Bluetooth, drive 30 minutes across town. His foot slipped.
That shit's on repeat. Yeah, that shit blasting. They was like boom, boom, boom. What the fuck is this?
Like, y'all foot ain't never slipped like that? Just me?
Nope. Not 3 times.
A woman who was inside the home said she heard a loud bang and saw him driving the truck into the house on purpose. She called 911. She heard him screaming, "Fuck you," while he drove to the house. Antonaris and the woman know each other, of course.
Of course, why they dated.
Yeah, the damage to the house appears to be well over $50,000. He told officers that the homeowner was not a good person and the incident was a message. I thought your foot slipped.
Yeah, they probably broke up.
He's like, listen, my foot slipped, and also is a message. Antonis was arrested. He's facing felony charge of criminal mischief, shooting into or throwing deadly missiles into dwellings. What?
Oh shit, he was shooting too.
I don't know that he was. They didn't mention the gun or shooting.
or deadly what weapon?
Deadly missiles.
Missiles. The truck supposed to be in the missile?
The fact that we have a law for deadly missiles.
Somebody shot a missile up in somebody's fucking house and blew that bitch up. They was like, we got to do a law, y'all. This the 10th one this month. Somebody passed a law on that bitch.
I can't. Yeah, I'm surprised he wasn't playing "Oops, I Did It Again."
Right.
Anyway, y'all. Guess the race, Karen.
What was his name?
His name is Anthony Antonaris.
The white.
All right, let's check the chat room, see what they believe. He got to be black. We don't take shit serious. This is white behavior, white. Latinx, Hispanic. Trailer park, white. Found his villain arc theme song, Latino, white. A Latinx man with a deadly sense of humor. I didn't know I couldn't unrequest demolition, white. All the way white. The correct he hot-blooded Latino. White missiles. The correct answer is white. Some of y'all missed it.
I am like you for the fact they got a law in the book that was like you can't be shooting guns and or missiles in somebody's house.
It's the neck tattoo for me. Okay, it's given.
It's the neck tattoo.
It's giving trash. It's giving my name is Earl. Okay.
Oh no.
All right. Well, Karen, you're 2 for 2 so far.
Woohoo!
Good job.
And a free space.
Time for the bonus round.
I ain't racist. How can I be racist about anybody or anything in my life? How can I?
Call them niggas. Just call them niggas.
It's time to get the race.
Gold chain wearing, fried chicken and biscuit eating, monkey king, baboon, big guy, fast running, high jumping, spear chucking, 360-degree basketball.
All right, third one. Jacksonville man arrested after police say he killed his neighbor's pet rooster.
Not the rooster.
We were roosting for you. We were all roosting for you. How dare you?
How dare you?
Last Thursday they were here.
I lose them to animals, but I was not expecting them to lose them to my neighbor. That was like my friend.
Oh shit.
Neighbors in a fight over a dead rooster, and one of them facing a felony charge. Aggravated animal cruelty is a third-degree felony, meaning that he could face up to 5 years in prison. I'm Tanika Hughes.
I'm Ben Becker in for John Bachman. Actually, Jack's Kristen Rary's live at JSO. Kristen, all right, so you spoke to both neighbors who disagree on how and why the rooster died.
Yeah, the two neighbors say they will not come to an agreement, but no matter what, it ended with one of them spending 30 hours inside the jail on an animal cruelty charge he says he disagrees with.
I didn't know to give it a 21-gun salute, CPR, mouth to mouth, or call the chicken ambulance.
Big Roo was Jason Daly's pet rooster.
Not the chicken ambulance.
The chicken ambulance.
Or call the chicken ambulance.
Big Roo was Jason Day Felice's pet rooster. That is until James Nix hit it with a stick.
So I'm defending myself. I was feared for my safety, and the chicken, died.
Nick says the rooster attacked people.
I have not heard that because I know the neighbor here. I know him. Like, we're friends. He never said anything to me about it.
I did tell him after the chicken hit my dad, I said, hey, man, the chicken attacked my dad. What's it's just a chicken. What's he going to do? Okay, well, look.
The neighbors even disagree on how others saw.
And when you said, look, he was holding up pictures of the injuries from the chicken.
Big Roo.
The kids that used to live over there, they were throwing rocks at chicken. What's he going to do? Okay, well, look.
The neighbors even disagree on how others saw Big Roo.
The kids that used to live over there, they were throwing rocks and sticks at this chicken to keep it away.
I know the kids down here, they played with the rooster a little bit, like would throw rocks at it and chase it.
So one day when Nick says the rooster followed him and attacked him.
His neck flares up, and he's doing his thing, and he's trying to jump up at me.
He was trying to get the animal away.
And I try to hit it, but the chicken's jumping up at me, and I accidentally knocked it in the head. You know, call it a lucky shot, whatever.
But when day police say came home, all he saw was his rooster dead in a ditch.
I said, I'm calling JSO. I called JSO. JSO didn't do nothing. Then a couple days later, I realized I could call animal control.
And in late June, James Nix went to jail for animal cruelty.
Next thing you know, he calls the chicken police on me.
While the neighbors continue to fight, Nix says he never should have been arrested.
Chickens are dying every day, people, at churches, Popeyes, and Kentucky Fried Chicken. Really.
And Day Felice says he might move out after all of this, but Nick says he's been there for 50 years and he doesn't plan on moving anytime soon. Now, if you'd like to see his full interview, you can see that on our web article. For local.
I mean, you know we do. Oh man, Karen, guess the race.
This sounds like some trailer park crime. White.
All right, Karen says white.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he brought up the Popeyes and the KFC. I mean,
Chickens die every day, B.
Let's see. Oh, people noticed that chicken head was playing. White as the chickens, white meat, white mess, white meat, white as hell, white nonsense. He moved easily because his mobile home white. A real life Peter Griffin versus the rooster fight.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Unseasoned cock white, redneck rooster revenge. Listen, roosters are asshole white. Yeah, okay. The correct answer is, and everyone went with the same answer on this one, which is rare, but he was white. And you almost do have to see the interview because, like, he was so animated with it. How long is this?
We
interview?
love Home Chat because it makes our life.
I don't know how long this interview is, but I'll let y'all watch a couple because this man had animations and stuff. He was like, he had pictures. Like, he came there to defend himself in court.
Yes,
Okay,
he did. Sound
like I want to see him. I want to see his court date because I feel like he's gonna represent himself. This is him walking up to the home.
Hey there, my name's Kristen. I'm with Action News Jax. We got a police report for this area saying that a rooster was beaten. And are you James Nix?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you be willing to talk about kind of what happened?
I feel like he's pulling up with his house attached to the back of that truck.
Yes, he is. He just parked it.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, this guy's harassing me.
Mm-hmm.
The chicken is. Hold on. I'm gonna get everything for this case.
Sure.
He was ready. I'm gonna get everything for this case.
5 years old. I know every river's got two banks. He's got his side of the story. I don't really care what he's told y'all.
Now, you know he country. He said, I know every river got two banks. Okay.
If that ain't a country,
that ain't a country ass white man. I don't know what it is.
He's got this chicken. It's like a pet. Just like you've got a dog. All right. If your dog is aggressive, and I feel like everybody that's watching this should know that if you have an animal that's an aggressive animal, you need to keep it contained.
He already incredulous that this man is keeping a pet chicken and not frying it up. He's like, it's not a dog, dummy. It's dinner.
It tastes delicious. What are we doing here?
What are you doing?
So when we go to the mailbox here, these are my parents. I made their yard bigger. And I go to the mailbox with my dad a couple months ago.
This man lives still in the general vicinity of his parents enough to make their yard bigger and then pull up with his own
they
home.
bought all that land. It was like, we're gonna put trailer parks out here.
And you don't see anything, you just go check the mail like you normally do. Turn around and walk with my dad, talk with my dad, and the chicken comes and hits him in the back of the leg. Cuts through the jeans and makes this is a couple weeks after. It's already healed, but it hit him right here in the leg, cut through the jeans. His leg was bleeding. Okay. And so the kids that used to live over there,
So it's on from that point on because you done came after my daddy. Okay? Like that's his old.
done
You
made
know his
days.
dad got to be old because this man kind of old.
Right. They in their 80s and 90s.
Right. Well, okay, so he's white. He could be 23, but he
I
look
doubt.
old to me.
they were throwing rocks and sticks at this chicken to keep it away. The man who lives across the street, his grandson come running in the door saying, "Grandpappy, the chicken's after me." You know, so every time I think the chicken was a fighting chicken. I'm not sure if the guy's fighting this chicken because he's upset about his chicken getting killed, but and my granddaughter's out here, you know, playing in the yard, and my mom had to defend. My dad keep the stick out there just to keep the chicken away. So I go to my mailbox one morning. I don't see nothing. I just check my mail, and I turn around and go, and I hear, and I turn around, and there's the chicken out there in the street. I said, "Oh boy, here we go." Turn around, walk back to my place. Now the chicken's in my yard. Now his neck flares up, and he's doing his thing, and he's trying to jump up at me. Well,
he's doing his thing.
When them feathers pop out. Yes, I done seen that.
He's doing his
You
thing.
don't want to fuck with no chicken.
They're like the dancers from Coming to America
well,
1.
here we go. Turn around, walk back to my place. Now the chicken's in my yard. Now his neck flares up, and he's doing his thing, and he's trying to jump up at me. Well, I'm not 80 years old, so I move a little bit quicker than my dad, which he come and kind of ambushed my dad, assaulted, whatever you want to call it.
You're right, Karen. He said his dad was 80.
That makes sense.
So I pick up a stick in the yard, and I try to hit it, but the chicken's jumping up at me, and I accidentally knocked it in the head. You know, call it a lucky shot, whatever. The chicken rolled around on the ground right there in my yard up here, and then it just laid there in the ditch. I didn't know to give it a 21 gun salute, CPR, mouth to mouth, you know, or call the chicken ambulance. So I just left.
Who is the chicken ambulance? Is it Popeyes?
I don't know.
I feel like the chicken.
Well, they're supposed to show up on the scene.
The chicken ambulance is Bojangles. Put it in a box.
It's churches.
Call it time of death and time of fry.
In there beside the road. The kids told him that I killed his chicken. He grabbed the chicken, was yelling and screaming in my yard.
Oh, he was crying like it was a real person. Or like a real
That
pet.
was his pet.
Yeah, can't have no delicious pets, dog. People don't feel the sympathy the way they do for other stuff. You know, it's too good. Look, it's too delicious.
And I just told him leave. But I did tell him after the chicken hit my dad, I said, "Hey man, the chicken attacked my dad." "Oh, what's the deal? It's just a chicken. What's he gonna do?" You know, okay, well, look. So it kept terrorizing and being aggressive. So I figure this is my property. I got a right to defend life, property, and limb, just like you do. If a man comes to attack you and you know kung fu, you're gonna hi-ya him, right?
Hi-ya him? Why did they not put that clip in the motherfucking interview?
That's hilarious.
You gonna hi-ya him, right? Am I right? Okay.
Okay, simple as that. So I'm defending myself. You know, I was feared for my safety, and the chicken, you know, died. Chickens are dying every day, people, at churches, Popeyes, and Kentucky Fried Chicken.
They die every day, big chickens die every day. They ain't new to this.
It's the way he hit that extra syllable in chicken for me.
You know, I was feared for my safety, and the chicken, you know, died. Chickens are dying every day, people, at churches, Popeyes, and Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
With a side of a biscuit.
Okay, they dipping them in ranch. They laying them down in grease. They smoking them.
Really? And next thing you know, he calls the chicken police on me, and they put a tag on my mailbox on Memorial Day. So I called the lady up, and I told her what happened. She says, "Well, I'm going to press charges on you for cruelty to animals."
What?
And write you a citation. You know, so I got a hold of my lawyer, And, you know, I went to jail. They come arrested me last Thursday. They were here when I got off of work.
I know he thought that was so ridiculous getting arrested for that damn chicken.
Right.
I know he was like, I know
I'd
the
have been
whole
mad as
time
shit.
he was like, y'all really gonna put the cuffs on me? What division are y'all with? The chicken police?
Right.
The FBI? The KFC?
Who put you to this? Big Chicken?
Yeah.
The fuck is this? I'd have been mad as shit.
Took and hauled me to jail for trying to protect myself.
How long were you in jail?
30 hours.
Damn.
There's no drinking water in there. They give you food, but there's really no water. There's, you know, I mean, not everybody that goes to jail is guilty or supposed to be there, you know. You know, I'm just a regular, hardworking man, just trying to, you know, get my piece. The sad part is we bring this guy food on holidays because we kind of feel sorry for him because, you know, we know he's from out of town. So on holidays, we'll bring him a barbecue dinner because he ain't around his family.
So he eat chickens? Wow. He getting barbecue dinner. He probably eating chickens. And then he got a little buddy in there chilling and shit. Like he got Foghorn over there looking like, damn, you just gonna eat them? I say, you just gonna eat that in front of me?
Right, and he looking like you actually did all this, and this don't make sense.
Yeah, like we gave you fucking food, nigga. And you going over a fucking chicken?
But for him to turn on me and call, you know, he ain't been here for a couple of years. But him to call the police and cause me a bunch of heartache and grief is not fair. It's not fair to me. And he was told that his chicken is aggressive and he didn't want to do anything about it. So what else am I going to do? You know,
I know it's a chicken, but now we got beef. Might as well be a cow.
Right.
Defend myself. And so I went to court and now I got court dates and you know, being arrested, and it's embarrassing. My parents have been married for 62 years this September 30th. And for them to watch me get arrested is just sad. I mean, I don't really know what.
I just feel like a judge would be in court and be like, obviously, this is not that serious. The charge is dismissed. This is crazy. Sorry to waste your time.
Why
Sir.
y'all in my courtroom?
What else to say? I mean, you don't have to be sorry. Be sorry for him because the rotten fruit falls off the tree eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that you want to add about it?
I mean, if you want to ask, you can ask me what you want. I just basically that's my testimony. He's given his testimony. My parents are giving the testimony. I've given my testimony. I just don't see how I'm cruel to animal. I mean,
you know, they really must not fuck with each other. Like, I mean, there must be something else going on to make them call the police over the chicken. Like, cause this the escalated so hard. You would think that, like, even if you was mad at him, calling the cops to be like, arrest this man. That's a lot.
He loved that chicken so much that he took it to the extreme.
Yeah. Man, he must have been fucking that chicken.
And I can tell when an animal's dead, just like anybody else, it died. It died right there. I mean, the chickens run around a little bit like crazy and then just laid there. It didn't flutter. It didn't do nothing. It didn't move. It was limp.
You should have tried to cover up the murder. You should
throw some seasoning salt on it.
You should have
made it too spicy.
Should have got some buttermilk and started basting that thing.
And grind it.
Or whatever. Started brining that thing for a couple of days and then invite the man over for dinner. He's like, have you seen Penelope? It's like, oh, I haven't seen Penelope, but would you like another wing?
Mm-mm.
You know, that's what he could have got away with it. You know, he just needed to get rid of the evidence. They would have to do a DNA test on my trash to find. They were like, we found chicken bones in here. I'm like, you can't prove that them ain't Foghorn.
Mm-mm. He probably took that chicken to the vet and shit.
Yeah, I got that chicken from Publix last night.
Just one question.
Chicken being there with them dogs. Dogs be trying to attack it.
Move. It was limp.
Just one question. It said a steel pipe. Was it a metal pipe or was it a
No, stick out of the yard here. See, that's how stories get exaggerated.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I picked up a stick out of my yard. You can see there's all kinds of sticks and limbs laying around. There's one right there. So, I mean, I just picked it up and knocked it, tried to.
Did the police bag that for murder evidence? What? We got the murder weapon, sir. I think we got the
we got the feather prints.
CSI, Chicken CSI. That's coming to ABC this fall.
Come on. They doing feather DNA and everything.
Law and Order of Two-Piece is coming. Law and Order.
Law in 8 pieces.
To hit it in the tail, but it was hopping and trying to spur me, and just like it spurred my dad, and I hit it. I didn't mean to kill it, but that's the way it happened.
I think that's all we have for you.
CSI Spicy got on the case, and
yeah, they did.
they say you going to chicken jail now, bitch.
Yes,
You done
they
killed the
did.
wrong one. Oh man.
Do you know who this chicken is?
Right. Somewhere Peter is like, thank God we finally got one.
We finally got one.
Peter gonna hire the lawyer, the prosecutor.
You know they are.
We gotta get him. Okay. We got it's time for chicken lives to matter. Sword ratchet this time.
Them and the KFC cows holding them signs talking about eat more chicken.
Yeah.
Shits everywhere. There's why are they cows lined up going to the courthouse holding signs talking about eat more chicken and
Right.
chicken is spelled wrong.
A Maryville man shot a sword-wielding roommate in self-defense.
Oh shit!
Guess he brought a sword to a gunfight.
Yeah, he did. He couldn't block it like no samurai ninja.
A Marysville man who shot his roommate earlier this week acted in self-defense, said the police. A woman called police Tuesday to report an assault at the home. The caller reported a man that pulled out a sword and her boyfriend shot him. Authorities arrived to a man lying in the front yard with a gunshot wound to his pelvis. Yeah, shoot him in the dick.
Oh, he was like, "Oh, word, we pulling out swords."
A paramedic treated the wounded man. Another man walked out of the home with his hands in the air. He reportedly cooperated with the police. That man told the police his gun was inside a nearby blue truck. Other roommates reportedly told the police the two men had argued about some items that were sold on eBay. One of the men lunged at the other with a sword. The victim, a legal gun owner, produced his concealed handgun and fired a single shot in self-defense right in the dick. Police arrested the sword-wielding man. He was booked into jail for investigation of second-degree assault. He remained in custody Thursday afternoon. All right, that's it, man. Thanks for listening. We appreciate y'all. Check out ManScaped.com, code TBGWT. And we'll talk to you guys later. Until then, I love you.
I love you too.
Mwah. Bye, y'all.